What are you excited for the fans to see in season 4?
There's so much more of Brianna that we see this season in terms of her personality, lots of different elements of Bree emerging, so I'm excited for them to see that. A lot more of Roger and Bree. Roger and Bree and their sort of developing relationship. We're also in the 70s now, so things are a little bit different. Excited to see whether Brianna has any sort of reuniting moments with her parents, maybe.
Right.
So that'll be really nice. I think we sort of delve further into her personality, so I'm really excited for people to see that.
I know in this book, from what I've read so far, Bree and Roger really are very much at the forefront. They really are a new power couple. Have you talked to Sam and Kat? Have they given you any tips on how to be an Outlander power couple?
I know, they are the pro.
They are the pros.
Yeah. Well, I think what's nice about Roger and Brianna is that they're kind of a geeky power couple.
Yeah.
So we kind of, it doesn't matter if it's a little, those two are very sort of statuesque almost power couple, whereas Roger and Bree are a little bit awkward, a little bit geeky. So Richard and I have that down to a T, so it's fine.
What do you think makes them work so well together? Do you think it is that sort of playfulness?
Yeah, I think it is. And also, again, similar to Jamie and Claire, they're both so stubborn.
Yeah.
And I think although that sort of hinders their relationship a bit, I think they do also feed off that. Their sort of love of her history and sort of adventure and facts and figures and the logic of things just, it kind of brings them very close.
How do you make it through scenes with Richard? Like, I can't even make it through an interview with him.
Yeah. I mean,
what's your secret? Because I need to
glad
know
you
he's
feel
coming
my
up
pain.
next. And I can't do it. So is it, do you bite the insides of your cheek? Do you have to like take your mind to a dark place? Like, I just need to know what's the trick?
I think giving him a stern telling off sometimes
Oh,
is
okay.
the trick.
I'm gonna lead with that. That's gonna go real well.
He is, you know, he's so funny, but there's times where you're like, Richard, seriously, like I have to not be laughing right now.
Right. It seems like everyone's in peril. In this book, in the 4th book, like everyone.
Yeah.
So scale of 1 to 10, how worried should we be for your character this season?
Oh, you should genuinely be at a 10. I mean, Brianna's a tough cookie, but she has a really roller coaster season. So actually, a 10.
Your first season, there wasn't a whole lot of darkness. You had some more serious scenes, you know, saying goodbye to your mother and things like that. But we do see some darker storylines this season.
Completely.
How are you gearing up for that?
Well, I've done a lot of prep for things like that. I mean, as you say, you know, Brianna in the 60s is very 60s vibe, happy, searching for Jamie and Claire, bit of an adventure. As soon as Claire goes, obviously that's really hard, but then she has Roger to kind of lighten the mood, and it's Christmas, and it's Boston, and it's all lovely. And then, it really does take a sort of 180 twist for Bree. But you do just sort of have to, at the end of the day, try and shake it off. And I think when you have actors that you get along with so well as well, that's easy because you kind of shake it off together.
Right.
There were actually some scenes that we did, quite a hard day, and it was actually on my birthday. So then afterwards, a few of us, Ed, John Bell, Richard and myself, just had some drinks and watched football. So I think you just kind of forget about it by really just sort of, as if it didn't happen, just kind of move on.
What have you learned from Bree? Is there anything that you've learned sort of about yourself or the world, or anything that you've sort of taken from her?
I think, like I was saying before, the kind of polite yet bluntness that Brianna has. She really doesn't care what people think, and she's just, you know, she'll say what she's thinking, and if she wants something done, she'll say it in a very direct way. Yeah. Whereas I tend to apologise for everything. If I'm asking something, I'm like, I'm really sorry to ask. But whereas Brianna would just be straight in there.
Right.
I think that's a really important thing.
Do you feel like it's made you a little bit more upfront about things?
Maybe, maybe I'm rude. Maybe I've suddenly become this blunt.
That's the last word I would use to describe you, so you don't have to worry about that. Well, thank you so much. You're so fantastic on the show, and I know the fans are just dying to see this season.